The dramatic twists and turns continue to unfold in The Bold and the Beautiful, especially as Bill Spencer Don Diamont finds himself questioning the true motives behind Luna Nozawa as a character whose manipulations have already caused so much tension actions. The latest developments, airing on Friday, October 24th, set the stage for more emotional confrontations, family dynamics, and intriguing relationships. As always, the characters' fates hang in the balance, and the audience is left eagerly anticipating what will happen next. Bill Spencer, who has always been a central figure in the Spencer family, has long been wary of Luna Nozawa. He initially helped her after seeing the bruises on her face during a prison visit, believing that she might be a victim. However, Bill's instincts have told him all along that Luna is capable of playing a deeper game, and as the latest developments unfold, his suspicions are reignited. In a tense moment, Bill gathers the Spencer family to discuss the latest information regarding Luna. He has come to the conclusion that Luna's actions are deliberate, that everything she has done, from her previous manipulations to her recent behavior, has been part of a calculated plan to get what she wants. Bill, with his sharp mind and experience in dealing with deceptive individuals, is convinced that Luna is up to something more dangerous than anyone realizes. He recalls the time last year when he fell into Luna's trap, believing she was sincere, only to later discover she had been manipulating him all along. He can't help but wonder if Luna has another trick up her sleeve, one that could potentially cause even more harm. Bill's concern is not only for himself, but also for Will Spencer Finnegan George, his son, and his family. With Luna's deceptive actions posing a significant risk, Bill is determined to protect his loved ones from whatever plans Luna might have in motion. Meanwhile, the tension between Liam Spencer Scott Clifton and Hope Logan Annika Noel continues to simmer. Despite their shared history and deep love for one another, Hope is unsure of the future of their relationship. As she contemplates the path forward, she receives advice from an unlikely source, her father, Deacon Sharp Sean Kanan. Deacon, ever the romantic, steps in as a matchmaker, hoping to help his daughter reconcile with Liam. In a heart-to-heart conversation, Deacon encourages Hope to open up to the possibility of a future with Liam, urging her not to let him slip away again. "Don't let Liam get away," he says, as he pushes Hope to embrace the love that has always been there. Hope, however, is uncertain. She tells her father that she doesn't know what the future holds for her and Liam, and she struggles with the uncertainty of whether they can truly rebuild what they once had. Deacon's words linger in her mind, but Hope's doubts remain. At the same time, Katie Logan Heather Tom takes a more direct approach in discussing Liam's future with him. Katie, who has always been an advocate for family unity, presses Liam about his feelings for Hope. In a candid conversation, Katie pushes him to confront the reality of his emotions. "Do you want to live with Beth and my granddaughter?" she asks, as she tries to gauge whether Liam is truly ready to commit to Hope and their daughter. Liam, caught in the crossfire of his own indecision, admits that he does indeed want to be with Hope and their daughter, Beth. However, the question remains, can he find a way to make that happen? Katie, ever the pragmatist, tries to give Liam advice on how to navigate his complicated feelings, urging him to take the necessary steps to rebuild his relationship with Hope. She knows that the road ahead will not be easy, but she also understands the importance of family and the love that Liam and Hope share. In another part of the storyline, Carter Walton Lawrence, St. Victor, finds himself facing difficult questions from Daphne Rose, a new character introduced in this episode. Daphne, who has taken an interest in Carter's emotional state after his breakup with Hope, isn't afraid to ask the tough questions. In an open and direct conversation, she asks Carter if his relationship with Hope is truly over or if he still has feelings for her. Carter, who has been reeling from the emotional fallout of his broken engagement, struggles with his answer. While he tries to hide his pain, it is clear that the wound from his failed engagement still lingers. Daphne's probing questions force Carter to confront his feelings head-on, and he is left to reflect on the complexities of love, loss, and moving forward. Meanwhile, the mystery surrounding Luna Nozawa continues to unfold. After a recent visit to the prison, Will Spencer was advised by a doctor to come see Luna, and he arrives to find her in a state of distress. Luna is visibly upset, her face bruised and battered, and she begs Will to take her out of the prison, claiming that their child's life is in danger. Will, torn between his duty to protect his family and his lingering feelings for Luna, relays the disturbing news to Bill and the rest of the family. Bill, who has long been suspicious of Luna, immediately jumps into action, analyzing the situation and coming up with a plan. He is convinced that Luna's actions are part of a larger scheme, and he is determined to protect Will and the family from her manipulations. In a meeting at Spencer Publications, Bill lays out his suspicions, outlining his belief that Luna is playing them all. He recalls the previous year's events when he had been deceived by Luna's manipulation, and he expresses his fear that she might be up to something even more dangerous this time. Bill's suspicions are not without merit. He has seen firsthand how Luna is capable of manipulating the people around her, and he is determined not to let her get away with it again. The family, though concerned, agrees that they must be vigilant and prepared for whatever Luna might throw their way. Bill makes it clear that they cannot afford to underestimate her, and they must act swiftly to protect their loved ones. As the episode reaches its climax, the characters find themselves at a crossroads. Will, still grappling with his feelings for Luna and his responsibilities as a father, is torn between his desire to help her and his duty to protect his family. Bill, on the other hand, is determined to stop Luna before she can cause any more harm. Katie, ever the voice of reason, pushes Liam to make a decision about his future with hope, while Deacon continues to encourage his daughter to open her heart to the possibility of love with Liam. Meanwhile, Carter is forced to confront his own emotions and decide whether he can truly move on from hope. The stage is set for more confrontations, partakes, and decisions that will shape the characters' lives in the episodes to come. The Bold and the Beautiful never fails to deliver the drama, and this episode is no exception. As the characters navigate the complexities of love, loss, and deception, viewers are left on the edge of their seats, wondering what will happen next. Will Bill be able to stop Luna before it's too late? Will Hope and Liam find their way back to each other, or will they continue to drift apart? Can Carter move on from the past and find a new path forward? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: The Bold and the Beautiful is far from finished with its explosive drama. The recent episode of The Bold and the Beautiful has thrown Steffy Forrester Jacqueline McInnes Wood back into the storm of family drama she thought she had temporarily escaped. After a much-needed and refreshing break in Europe with her children, Steffy returns home to the loving arms of her husband, Finn Tanner Novlin. The two had been eagerly anticipating this reunion, hoping to catch up and enjoy some peaceful moments together after the whirlwind of family life. However, their brief moment of tranquility is soon shattered when Finn delivers some shocking news. Luna Nozawa, the woman who has caused so much turmoil in their lives, is not only alive, but also pregnant with Will Spencer's Finnegan George child. Steffy's initial joy of returning home and reconnecting with her family is quickly overshadowed by this unexpected revelation. Finn's news about Luna's survival and her pregnancy throws Steffy into immediate action. Determined to confront Luna and put an end to this latest chapter of chaos, Steffy doesn't waste any time. She rushes to the prison where Luna is being held, ready for a tense and high-stakes confrontation. Luna's presence, especially while pregnant, raises immediate questions about her intentions, and Steffy is determined to get answers. She knows that Luna has always been manipulative, and Steffy's protective instincts for her family kick into high gear. Upon arriving at the prison, Steffy wastes no time in confronting Luna. She enters the facility with a clear mission: to assert her dominance and ensure that Luna understands the power dynamics at play. Steffy is unrelenting as she faces Luna, telling her in no uncertain terms that her pregnancy will not grant her any special privileges or leniency. The stakes are high, and Steffi is determined to protect her family, especially her children, from any potential threats Luna might pose. Steffi's strength and resolve shine through as she stands firm in her beliefs, vowing to ensure that Luna stays behind bars for the rest of her life, regardless of the child she is carrying. However, despite Steffi's strong resolve, Luna's resilience and cunning nature are impossible to ignore. Luna has a history of finding ways to manipulate those around her, and Steffi knows that Luna may have more tricks up her sleeve than anyone realizes. While Steffi may be confident in her stance, she is well aware that Luna's survival and the fact that she is carrying Will's child could be part of a larger, more intricate plan. The possibility that Will or even Bill Spencer Don Diamont might intervene to help Luna out of prison to protect the unborn child looms large. For Steffi, the situation is becoming more complicated by the minute. She's not just facing off with Luna, she's also up against the unpredictable power dynamics within her own family. The confrontation between Steffi and Luna is a tense moment that many fans have been eagerly awaiting, but the reaction from the audience has been mixed. Some viewers feel that Steffi's decision to rush to the prison immediately after returning home from a long trip is unrealistic, especially after such a long and presumably exhausting absence. On Reddit, fans have voiced their frustrations with Steffi's immediate focus on Luna, questioning why she didn't take the time to reconnect with her husband and children before diving into the drama surrounding Luna. One fan pointed out Steffi was away for so long, and the first thing she does when she comes back is go to the prison to see Luna. It makes no sense. Others echoed similar sentiments, expressing that Steffi should have prioritized her family, especially Finn, over getting involved with Luna's latest machinations. However, Steffi is determined to make sure that Luna stays out of her family's life. The history between the two women is fraught with animosity, starting with Luna's kidnapping of Steffi's stepmother, Sheila Carter Kimberlin Brown, and her subsequent attempts to harm Steffi. Luna's violent actions, including holding Steffi at gunpoint and causing chaos in Steffi's life, have left a lasting impact on her. The animosity between them is deep-rooted, and it's clear that Steffi will stop at nothing to ensure that Luna's influence does not spread further. Steffi's protective instincts are at their peak, and she is unwavering in her desire to keep her family safe from Luna's dangerous reach. The confrontation between Steffi and Luna could easily escalate into another violent encounter. Luna has already demonstrated her willingness to cross lines and resort to extreme measures to get what she wants, and Steffi knows that she cannot afford to let her guard down. If Luna is allowed to manipulate the situation and manipulate those around her, Steffi fears that it could result in even more chaos and harm to her loved ones. The possibility of Luna finding a way to escape the consequences of her actions, or even securing a release from prison with the help of Will or Bill, is a genuine concern. If Luna is granted any measure of freedom, it could spell disaster for Steffi's family. Luna's past behavior suggests that she will stop at nothing to achieve her goals, and Steffi is determined to prevent that from happening at all costs. As the tension builds, Steffi's actions will have far-reaching consequences for her relationship with Finn. While Finn understands Steffi's desire to protect her family, he might also find himself caught in the middle of this escalating conflict. His loyalties are torn between his love for Steffi and his role as the father of Will's child. The emotional toll of the situation weighs heavily on him as he watches his wife dive headfirst into a confrontation with Luna. Finn knows that Steffi's determination to put an end to Luna's schemes is crucial, but he also fears the damage that this ongoing conflict could do to their family dynamic. His desire to maintain peace and stability at home is at odds with the need to address the dangerous threat Luna poses. In the coming episodes, the fallout from Steffi's decision to confront Luna will be significant. As Luna's plans continue to unfold, the tension between Steffi and the Spencer family will reach new heights. Steffi is not backing down from her mission to protect her family, but she may soon find herself facing a battle on multiple fronts. Luna's role in the lives of Will, Bill, and the rest of the Spencer family is far from over, and it is clear that Steffi's fight to keep her family safe is only just beginning. With each new revelation and twist in the plot, The Bold and the Beautiful continues to captivate audiences, keeping them on the edge of their seats as the drama unfolds. The next chapter in Steffi's journey will not only challenge her resolve, but also force her to confront the complexity of her relationships and the ever-present danger posed by Luna. The stakes are higher than ever, and as the drama unfolds, the choices Steffi makes will have lasting consequences for herself, her family, and her future. Will Steffi be able to put an end to Luna's manipulations once and for all, or will Luna find a way to manipulate those around her and escape the consequences of her actions? Only time will tell, but the drama surrounding Steffi and Luna is far from over.